All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am live in St. Martin's. What's the name of this place? Where we at?
It's
Barbacoa.
It's a barbecue, yes.
And I'm here with an exceptional young man, my man Mario, Super Mario.
Yes.
I met Mario. Mario was helping us get around the island. And Mario told me this incredible story of resilience, right? Can you tell us where you're from and a little bit about your background?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm from South American, in South America. I came from a place called Guyana. It's the only English-speaking country in South America. It used to be run by the British until we got independence. And back in those days, it was, we had a government in there, and it was difficult. They banned a lot of stuff. Nothing was imported into the country. And after a while, most of the people start migrating to other places in the Caribbean, the United States, Canada, and so forth. And it wasn't easy on my parents, and then they migrated to St. Martin in early 90s.
So what you were saying is the conditions there were so bad that everybody had to go find a better place.
Yes, everyone was thinking foreign, became foreign-minded, wanted to go away. But I stayed. I did not join my family. I stayed in because I wanted to finish school. I want to finish, after high school, I want to finish technical school.
So what did you study?
I studied electronics technology.
All right.
And after migrating to St. Martin in 1993, so I'm here 32 years now.
32 years.
Yes, after migrating here, I worked my way up. It wasn't easy. And I accomplished a lot of things because of my belief, because of my passion. I was able to accomplish my dreams.
Now, you told me a story in a ride about your brother and also people doubting you.
Yes.
And then how that added to the man that you became, the things that you were able to do, and also contributing to your family. So can you elaborate with the people about that?
Yes, definitely. I always, before I left high school, I always want to be an accountant. I have sweaty hands. So we had farming. We from the countryside. There's a lot of farm. So I used to struggle because my hands get very sweaty. And when I'm in the cool place, the sweating goes. But my brother, he went to technical school and he took up a course called RTES, which is Radio and Television Electronic Servicing. So he got his textbook for the first term. He got his textbooks and notebooks and everything. But they had an issue with the lecturers, shortage of lecturers. So after he did not make it, he did not go on to the next year. They just had to let him go. His mark wasn't high enough. So but then after that, they terminated from the school. He came and he did his books. And he said, Mario, I think you should do this. This is something good. And so on. So, I started studying. And I started to up. So I am actually living my brother's dream.
Yeah.
And when I started it, the first year I did better. But one, of the subjects I wasn't doing so well in. And, I went to my dad and showed my dad my results, my report card.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is what you're doing?
Yeah.
You cannot make it, and that brought me to tears, and my dad, was inspiring me.
Yeah.
He's telling me I can't make it. And then he's pointing out to the richest people in the neighborhood, said that their sons didn't make it. And, so he's thinking, because they got money and they didn't make it, we are poor. So we didn't have a lot of things.
Yeah.
And because we are poor, we can't make it. But the mind is strong. If you are resilient, if you have a passion and you work hard, nothing in life is impossible.
Nothing
at all is impossible.
And see, this was a great story of resilience that he told me, because I know that whenever it seems like somebody doubts me or they say or do something that it just rubs me the wrong way, it becomes fuel for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, because I know what God has brought me through.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been through, some things. You told me about your hardship. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to share this with the people, because it's important that people know that whatever your circumstances may be in the beginning does not determine your end.
Right.
Because you told me about your successes too, and also
Yes.
that your daughter is doing great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The things that you've been able to accomplish in that field.
Yes. I want to be an inspiration to my kids.
Yeah.
I look up for my parents for inspiration. I didn't get it from my dad, but I love my dad. He's still alive, and my mom's still alive, and I treat him with respect and all that. I mean, I forgive him. He didn't know better. He didn't know better, so he did what he did,
Mhm.
But I want to be an inspiration to my kids. I want them to know that nothing in life is impossible. Nothing. My life story in St. Martin, I've progressed so much. I've been a technician in repairing TVs and all electronic devices. That's my field. So I would repair those things and so on. And then I move up to work in a restaurant. One for America, from New York. I worked there 17 years. I was the director for maintenance. So I used to make things simple. And she's like, how you do it? You're a magician. I said, no, I work hard and I take my work seriously. And then after that, I went to work for another company, which I'm still working for. And I was promoted twice. I was in charge of the surveillance. I do the installation, like reviewing of, I was a surveillance supervisor. Then I became maintenance director. And after maintenance director, after like 7 years, I was approved by the vice president. Resorts. So that's the resort. And then they said, hey, Mario, I want you to apply for a position that we have. And it's okay. Let me think about it. Mario will change your life, but it's a lot of work. And I said, okay, let me think about it first, because I like to think about things before. I don't commit myself without I really think about everything, And then I applied for chief engineer position, and when I met the two vice presidents with the HR director, they said, Mario, I know you applied for the engineer position, but we will give that to someone else. I'm like, but we will give you the facility director, which means you're in charge of everything, all the engineers, electrical, mechanical, name it all. And I started in that new position in 2019 in April, and then of course the pandemic hit in end of 2019, and I've been there since 2024. And last year I asked for a transfer back to the casino where I had my old team. Because at Sonesta you have a lot of work. Yeah. It's a big operation, Yeah. And so I decided to go back, and I'm providing housing and everything from the company. Everything paid for.
So there's a story of a man that came from very humble beginnings, dealing with struggle and strife from a whole nother country.
Yes.
Been able to do things with his family, and even when being transferred and introduced to a dream by his brother, and also overcoming doubt from a father to went ahead and be able to do great things beyond the chief engineer. As he was talking about becoming that director, I always refer to the story of Joseph, that we never know what our struggle prepares us for. So again, I just wanted to share that with y'all. This is J.S. Russell. I wrote my freedom. I teach you how to write yours. And with the good brother Mario.
Yes, man. Oh, that was nice. All right.